Okay. So this feels really weird, but I want to start right now before we even know for sure that this is the one. So basically, if I haven't announced it somehow, obviously we have decided to move into an RV and do full do full RV living. Rounding up the last 3 weeks, there's just been a lot of ups and downs, a lot of crying, a lot of frustration, and just nonstop, like trying to find something, and it's been really scary. But what I want to focus on is the good of this story, and I am so believing that this is good. We put an offer on an RV that was slightly settling. It was slightly not what we wanted, but it was nice. Hello. No, leave it there. Okay. Yes, I hate the shot. So let me just see. I'm professional, everyone. I do this for a living. So yeah, we made an offer. She accepted, which felt like, oh, that's amazing. Oh my gosh, it's done. We're gonna do this. The plan was we were going to pick it up the next day, and she texted BJ and told him, hey, sold the camper this afternoon. 3 weeks of this like craziness, like it made me feel like it just all fell on top of me. So after this traumatic situation, I'm now on RV Trader. It's the third one down. I saw the camper, I just saw the first picture, and I was like, that's it, that's our camper. So I go on to look through the rest of the pictures, and this man, he's a sweet gentleman. His name is Larry. Sorry. I realize he has a video, and it's like a 15-minute video of a walk around. Like, he went through the whole trailer. I appreciate video, especially when I'm not close by that I can just come see this trailer. After that, I was just like even more so like, oh my gosh. In that moment, like, I'm not even joking, like sometimes there's moments that you're like, all right, I'll pray about that later. I was currently sitting there in front of my computer, and I literally stopped and I just started praying. And very specific prayer, like, I need there to be a connection and I need him to come down. It was enough that it was like, he's probably gonna say no. I proceeded after my prayer to email him. I'm over there like typing this up, and I start laughing, and BJ's like, why are you laughing? And I was like, well, I'm gonna attach a photo of us.
You got mail.
He's like, that's so weird. But you know what? I feel like I felt like it was personal, it was good, it felt right. And literally, like, while I'm still sitting there, it hadn't even been that long, I get a call from him, and I slightly freaked out. Like, I had not personally been the one to be talking with people, whether it be dealerships or personal sellers. That's been BJ's thing. So I was super nervous, and I was like, do I pick it up? And BJ's like, yeah. 45 minutes of being on this phone call. Everything was feeling right. Everything was feeling good. He sounded like he wasn't trying to hide anything, and just so drastically different from what we had been experiencing the last 3 weeks. At the end of this 45-minute conversation, I just remember thinking, like, I wonder if he saw my offer, because I forgot to mention that in the end of the email. I basically like just threw it out there, like, hey, this is what we can offer you. I know that's kind of lower than what you're asking for, but that's what we can do, and we are willing to do it like ASAP if all is well. At the very end of this conversation, he brings up, and I see you offered like this much, and then he kind of paused, and I was like, he's gonna be like, that's way too low. But he didn't, and he says, what if we do this? And his counteroffer was not far off from our offer and what we could do. Fast forward, so now BJ's up looking at it. I so believe in my heart that this is the one. And then this is the kicker. This is like the icing on top. It's not something we're settling on. It's something that is even better than I expected to get for what our budget was. And it has pretty much everything that was on our want list, but like one thing. Again, one of those things that, like, man, like, God, you just know. He knows what we need, and it's just so wild, and I love situations like this. So I'm very excited. I'm very still nervous, still like anxious. I'm believing and I'm trusting that like, man, God knows what he's doing and this is gonna be our home. I hope the next update is something very positive. There you go! Yes! I'm not getting any close-ups of how to.
Coming down with me.
So we had a pretty big doozy with the situation. We were very excited to purchase our truck. Great truck. But I sit here right now in this moment, not in the most exciting place.